Welcome back to my Creative Chronic Life, and today I am back with another episode of the Murduko mystery logic puzzles. I haven't actually done one since I've been really wanting to, but I thought we'd make this into kind of like a fun series. I might not do every single one in like consecutive order, but I thought I could just come back and do another one just to see if I can remind myself of if we can actually do another one, or was just the first one easy. So we did do the first one, which was our first case. I'm still using pencil because I don't think I could do it in pen, just in case I made some mistakes. So if you're not sure what this book is, I do have episode 1 which I explained what it was. We went through all the rules and things, and basically it's like Sudoku, but except you've got to find out who the killer is and what part of the room that they're in. So you've got a little detective notepad here, which is wonderful because I think it marks down the squares. Yes, it does. So if you wanted to have a little guess before you put that in, you'd be fine. So we've got number 2, which is vacation rental. Someone is going to lose their Airbnb deposit if these blood stains don't get cleaned up. We have Ariana. She was beside a TV. So we've got one TV here and one TV there, which means she could be beside either. We have Bryson. He was sitting in a chair. So that means, in my opinion, Bryson is here because he's sitting in a chair. So we will put down 1, 2, Bryson in here for now. And then that means we get to cross off him not being on the bed. Or maybe he's not there or there, and then he's not there or there. But then he's also can't be here, 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 or here, because they can't be in the same spots. To the best of my knowledge, from what I remember, it says Colleen, she was in the bathroom. This is the bathroom, so she could be anywhere in this area. So we're not sure about that one. And we've got Dan. He was beside a plant and he was on a bed. He was beside a plant and he was on a bed. So beside the plant, on a bed. So that would make Dan here. So which means Dan can't be here, 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 or here. He can't be here, 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 or here. It said even he was beside a bed. Beside a bed. So even he was beside a bed. Beside the bed. So we've got he was beside a plant and on a bed, which is here. So that would leave this space here for it to be even, I'm presuming. So we have to knock out here, 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 and here, which then leaves us going back to Colleen, because she was in the bathroom. So that would make it so she's not here, 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 or here. And then that would leave Ariana. She was beside a TV. So if she's beside the TV, she's here. So A for Ariana, so we knock that off and that one off. So the last remaining square is V for Vigil, which then makes Ariana the murderer. I think that's right. So we do find the answer at the end. So let's turn over. Okay, the only thing that we got mixed up were that Dan, he was beside a plant, so he was here, which then would mean that Even was here. So let's do this properly now. Again, we'll go again. So we have, she was beside a TV. I didn't know that one at the beginning. So he was sitting in the chair. So we've got B for Bryson. So we know that the rows matching here and here, nobody can be in there. And the rows matching here, 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 and here, nobody can be in there. Then we've got Colleen was in the bathroom. And then we have Dan, who was beside a bed plant. So Dan is here because he's beside the bed and a plant. I didn't catch that one first. I got it in the right vicinity, but not necessarily in the right area. So you cross that off, that one, and that one. And then we have Even, which is beside a bed. So we know that Even is in here, E for Even. So we cross this one off, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So this leaves one spot here for Colleen because she's in the bathroom. So you do C for Colleen, you cross that off, and that's a full row complete. You go down, that's a full row complete, which then leaves, who have we missed? Ariana, which is by the TV. So because we've got two TVs, she's not by this one, she's got to be by this one. So we'll do A for Ariana, so you cross that square off, and this one, and this one. So a row's done, which leaves one square. So this means the victim, which is Vigil, is here, which means because he's in the same room, Ariana has to be the murderer, and that's right. Sometimes you have to listen to these kind of bits where, even though I got it in the right area, it was Dan was beside a plant, and he was on a bed. So beside a plant, I didn't realise that people could sit on either side of the bed, so now I know that. So moving forward, I'll just have to be more vigilant, which then automatically just switches them, because I put Dan here and then I put Evan here, whereas it's the opposite way around. So I still got the answer, which is quite correct, but also at the same time, I think that it's good to double check just to make sure that you're reading the instructions. I really enjoyed that quick little Murduko mystery. I am really enjoying these. I think I will do some kind of off camera just for myself as well. I mean, you've got, I think it's up to 80, I think it said. Yeah, 80. So that is episode 2 done. If you are wanting me to continue on like consecutively through this and you want to sit down and like see how I work it out, and maybe purchase your own book. I got this from Amazon, I think I mentioned previously. I don't have a link for it directly, but you can just type in, and then this is the one by Darrand, and it's a murder mystery logic puzzles. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below, and of course, you know, you can always find everything related to My Creative Chronic Life on my website at www.mycreativechroniclife.co.uk. I will share blog posts, reading reviews, grab and go freebies, and much more. Well, this has been fun. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye bye.